Sulfur 9211 coming at you with another video. Video is going to be regarding the people that have been coming to my channel asking questions about budget decks and all that. I am going to make a profile for the person, I don't remember his name right now, but he requested a budget tournament ready Dark Magician deck. So I'm working on it to make it competitive at an extremely cheap price. So this is the market watch for today, which is April the 4th, Monday 2022. And I'm gonna go over some of the current cards that you guys should buy before they skyrocket. So far, I believe, almost 100% right in all the cards. The cards that I've been wrong that haven't gone up, they're 50 cents anyway, so you only spend maybe like a dollar and 50 for them. There has been no cards that I've been saying that they don't go up, and they don't, like they all do. But I'm talking about the cards that start at $1 and jump up to $20 to $30 per card. Those are the cards that I'm talking about. I am gonna be doing some honorable mentions on my channel. I think I have 3 or 4 videos of market value. So this video is for everyone. Is this particular group only the intelligent and smart people, financially, mentally, in all sorts of way intelligent, because people like to complain about prices, and that's a sign that you're not smart, that you're not financially intelligent. Now I know they might not like those words, they might not like what I say, but it does not matter because it is a fact. I can tell you, sometimes I spend, that's why I give a lot of cards away. I spend maybe $9 on a few cards, and then I just resell for $200 or more. And people are like, how could you do that? And it's like, that's why I'm telling you that you're not smart financially or just overall, because you don't even understand what I'm talking about. So when I talk about financial gain, profit, people, they don't know that language. They don't know what it is. They don't know it's real. They instead, when the year ends, they spend like $5,000 to $6,000 on Yu-Gi-Oh and no profit. And in my case, obviously at the end of the year, it's always zero and there's a large profit. I don't want to mention the number. I don't have to. So here we are with today's cars that you want to buy before they skyrocket. So obviously I can't repeat the same cars that I do before, because what's the point of making those videos? Like, why should I keep recap them for you if the price already changed? And then also I'm wasting my time. So if you take advantage of the videos, I already know you're gonna spend zero money and make a whole lot. So this is all up to you. If you're okay with spending zero money and making a lot, then these videos are for you. If you don't care for these videos, then be like more than 95% of humanity, which complains about everything, about prices, about whatever. So here we go. So to begin with, we're gonna touch upon the monsters. This is what the in the current today. So cards that you want to get for the Dark Magician, you want to start with the Alistair, the Invoke package. So obviously, with the Alistair, you would be included. These cards are somewhere around $3 per card. Back then, they were $1 a playset or $2. But you want to get these now if you want to move away from the Dragoon, because it's so expensive. Dragoon's coming out as a reprint. People can re-get it again for maybe $20-$30. But if you don't want to spend that kind of money, and you want to make a deck close to like $100 or less, I advise that you fuse a Dark Magician with an Invoked engine. It's just as powerful, and Invoke Macabre would be the substitute for Dragoon. He's basically an Omni Negate, and the deck has ways to get monsters, spells, and traps to your hand to Omni Negate as you need it. So here we go. The Alistair and the Invoker, like I said, you're gonna want to buy a playset, which is 3. So there you go. The other card that you're gonna want to get is Keeper of Dragon Magic. I had put this before, but I thought it'd be a good idea to place it because I checked the market value. There's still about $1 to $1.50 for a whole playset, 3 of them. So this is just the regular rare. So you can't beat that. So you get him with Polymerization, and you can go into either Dragoon or Dragon Knight. some people when they play like an advanced format, like a local tournament champion or something like that, YCS, you have to ditch him. You can't play him. But when you're trying to play a competitive budget Dark Magician, you can include him. He is $1.50 for a playset. I give these for free also on my channel. A lot of these cards were given to me for free, so that would explain why. The other card you would want to get for the extra deck, Inmug, he goes into the Dark Magician. Phoenix, the Nightmare Phoenix. Playset for $1 or $1.50, which is the 3. Every time you hear me say a playset. So basically, you link to monsters, he pops a card. It's a big deal if you know what you're doing with your deck. Then this card's for the future. And I'm also going to make a reference to the Timaeus, the Dragon of Destiny, which comes out from the Battle of Chaos. If we either get Ref cut out or Anaconda, or both Ref and Anaconda, this card's probably going to go up in price. They were given to me for a playset for free. 3 of them. A friend gave me 3 for free. 0. Protector, Whelp, the Destruction Swordsman. It's one of the cards that no one talks about, no one plays, and everyone struggles to play Dark Magician. Both Dragoon and Dragonite, and I bring them both with ease, with no Anaconda, with no Ref. I don't even need those cards. So when they banned, if those cards get hit and banned in the TCG, Timaeus, the Dragon of Destiny, he will go up in price. So I bought a playset of $4. It was about $12 for a playset. So at the time they were like $4 per card. Currently they're sitting at $8. If the prices that I give you are the prices that I buy the cards at, that's when you're supposed to buy them. If you can buy them cheaper than me, then you would be doing even better than I am. The only cards you probably won't be able to beat me is the ones that I get for free. Most of these cards are for free because they are trash cards. Basically, people throw them in the trash. I mean, they're worthless to them. So yeah, this one was given to me for free. I ended up buying a second playset because I build decks and I sell them. And basically, you link 2. He comes out and he's a dragon. And then you could just use secrets to fuse into it. So, or polymerization. If you play a Keeper of Dragon Magic deck, it'll work too with polymerization. Or with invocation, if you play it, because I think you get allowed to fuse with it as well as use like a polymerization as long as you have the cards in your hand or in the field. So he's one that you're gonna want to get. And then Crowley, this is for the whole entire spellbook engine. They used to be these super or ultra rares. They used to be a whole playset for $1.50, and I bought 2 or 3 playsets, and I sold most in the decks, and I think I just have a few left spare because I still have a lot of decks. This one probably costs $1 to $2 per card right now. Excellent card for a budget. I know people don't believe me when I tell them that some of my decks are worth 100 to 200 to 250, and they're very powerful. Then they go on my channel, they see all the negations I go through, and they're like, why do I need to buy a $3,000 deck if this guy does it with a very inexpensive budget deck? It's because I think about, I'm not selfish to where I think about, oh, I'm gonna play a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 deck, and I don't care about the rest of the people. I care more about everyone should have the same power, whether it's expensive or budget build. You should have a lot of power in your deck. So if you like spending a little bit and having a powerful deck, then obviously this channel's for you. The other card that is honorable mention is the Charmer. So this card started at a playset of 3 for $1 to $1.50. I seen the playset for $2, I think, something like that. So I bought 2 playsets of it. They were $1.50 for each playset, which is 3. The current market, I'm not too sure what it's at. They might be $2 to $3 per card. But if you don't hurry up and get this card, you're gonna end up having issues. So I will be. These are all cards that most of them were given to me. Some of them I just bought them for $1 for a playset. So some of these cards are gonna be given away in the future, obviously. And then another card that slept on a lot that'll be a big deal coming up with the branded fusion. This monster with two level 6. Well, before I go above that, yeah, this one's made with two spellcaster links, and then this one's made with two monsters, including a dark. And then this one's made with two level 6 spellcasters. Basically, Omni negate for a spell once per turn, but you have to discard. This is $1.50 for a playset of 3. Highly advised that you get it, especially if you're trying to hit a Dark Magician all English tournament ready, like for your local tournament. If you're trying to spend like $250 to $200 or less, which I guarantee you 1000%, go to any channel that exists in the world, you won't find no one to claim any of that. No one will even have a deck like that. You won't find it. So I can tell you, I'm being honest, you can make a $200 to $250 competitive, powerful Dark Magician deck, and basically stopping branded fusion or any spell card. It stops it. So if you've seen my duels, I basically established 3 to 4 negations, and sometimes he's one of the guys that I Omni negate with. Pretty cool, very cheap card for the extra deck. Now that the monsters are out of the way, we're gonna want to move on to the spells. So remember that some of these cards come common. So I think a playset of for $1.50 common village. So that's what you could get. You need village. You need it in combination with terraforming. Terraforming is also a card that's $1.50 for a playset currently. These I think they're $1 or $2. The supers, I don't know if there's ultras, but the supers are probably like $3 or $4 per card. But you could get the common ones. A lot of these cards come common, so that's another card you want to get. And again, the invoked engine. These come to $1 to $2 per card. You need 2 in a deck. So if you can squeeze 2 for $1.50, do it. Don't wait till later. Cards that you want to have for the invoked engine. So you're just basically discarding Dragoon. You don't need him no more. Macabre. Invoke Macabre is your Dragoon. In case you didn't know, Invoke Macabre is a $1 card. Like, come on. Like, if you can't get that, then yeah, something's going on with you. Maybe you should collect rocks or something, sand. I mean to be rude, but I mean common sense. If you can't afford $1, then yeah, something's going on with you. This channel is not for you. So then you have Dark Hole. They're common. This one was given to me for free. I'll probably give it away later. This is another Super Poly. Super Poly right now, for the last 2 months, it's been running rampant in locals. Also YCS, they're seeing a lot of dark decks. People who play at locals already know this. Like, this isn't nothing new. But a lot of people don't realize Super Polys are gonna be in high in demand. They've already been high in demand. They've been going up in prices. Look at the Ultimate. They were sitting for $50 for a long time. Then they went to 60, and boom, out of nowhere, $200 from one day to another. The Secrets, I sold a lot of playsets. I think they were like $8 a copy, and all of a sudden they went to 20 to 25. So I had gotten those cards for like $4 for each one. A lot of these common were given to me for free. I think it was like 2 playsets of commons of these, and I gave a lot away. So yeah, this is the common. There, I think they run for $1.50. I wouldn't pay more than $1.50 because, I mean, 2 playsets, that's 6 cards for free for me. Like, why would you pay more than that? So, in my opinion, I think this card's gonna end up going to probably $3 to $4 to even $5 for the common pretty soon. So, obviously, these cards I'm gonna, like I said, every card including here is gonna be given away in the future for free. This is a card you want. People that weren't smart enough to listen to my advice from 2019, which is almost 3 years ago. I told people to buy Soul Servants and nobody wants to listen. This is your other option, Piercing the Darkness. It's a dollar card. You can buy, place it. You activate it if you summon a normal monster. You special summon it. When you attack, he gains attack. I think he gains 1,000. And then let me read the card. One card. When you special summon, it says, see if I can get it to focus. You can draw a card when it attacks. So it gains the equal attack of your opponent monster. So you're gonna boost up real high, man. They're not gonna be able to stop you. So you get to draw a card and boost your monster. Yeah, specifically Dark Magician. Other card, these I give them out for free. I got a playset for free from one of my friends. I never used them. Allure of Darkness, another substitute for Soul Servant. Soul Servants. I gave some away. I gave some in the deck that I currently gave to Job chapter 28. But those cards, the unlimited, I think they're around $40 to $45 per copy. Gem mint condition, I think they're 55 to 60. Then the first edition, they're sitting at 100 to 150, and I seen some for 150 for one. So yeah, I have a bunch of them. I kind of feel like giving some away. I have a bunch of first editions. I really feel like giving like a playset away, which is valued maybe like at $300 or more. Just because I bought them like at $8 per card. I have a lot to spare. I think I have like 12 of them. So the Soul Servants, I don't know, I'll think about it in the future. And then the Magician Salvations, another card that you're gonna want to get. They started at $1.50. Right now I think the market is around $2 to $3 per card. It's another card you're gonna want to pick up. Upstart Goblin, get the common version, they're $1. And then Spellbook Engine again, they're $1 a card. Even the Knowledge, the Secrets, Spellbook of Secrets. And then the Dark Magic Veil, they come for $1 a card. I think there's a common version. You're gonna want a Mystic Mine for TCG to stop Dragoon or just about anything. Basically, it's a sequence. You get negated once, you get negated twice, and boom, hit them with Mystic Mine. They're done. They're done. They're trapped. So those were the monsters, the spells, and now we're gonna go for the traps. So the first trap that I want to talk about is called Dimensional Barrier. I had brought it before, but I checked the price. There's still $1.50 for a playset. I bought two of them for $1, two playsets. Dimensional Barrier. So here's what it does. The card's gonna go up in price. I haven't seen any increase, but I guarantee you the card's gonna go up. It's just taking a while. I need it to focus. There it is. Basically, you can call any type like Synchro, XYZ, or Pendulum, or Fusion, Ritual, and basically during that turn they can't summon that. So pretty sick card, trap card. I'll get some for free. The other card is Ultimate Providence. I have a playset, I couldn't find it right now, but Ultimate Providence is basically Omni Negate. You just discard a spell to stop a spell, trap, and a monster for monster. Those are also $1, I think $1.50 for a playset. You're gonna want to get some of those. And the card that I currently got that's working out for the Shaddoll Invoke Dogmatica Eldritch deck. There can only be one. Very powerful card if you use it correctly. So I am gonna make a video in the future to explain to guys the decks that have 3 to 4 engines. I can't get it to focus. So basically, if you have a deck that has 3 to 4 engines, which are like all the most powerful engine decks, like decks that compete in the YCS or win the locals, if you pay closer attention to them, like a lot of people don't tell you because they don't even know what they're doing. A lot of people are just copying decks. They don't even know what they're doing. The decks they actually have 3 to 4 engines, and basically they have a combination. They work together. When they shut off one engine, the other 2 or 3 engines activate, so they work simultaneously. So it's in a sense, it's like you're playing versus 3 to 4 decks at once, because they're only pulling out what's the engine, like what works. And that's what makes those decks so powerful. So there can only be one as perfect, because you activate it, and if you go against any deck, they summon one monster. That's it. They're trapped. They're gonna surrender automatically. If they don't have a way out, that's a surrender. And you're gonna bring out your 3 different engines. It could be a spellcaster like Dogmatica, the Dogmatic engine, and then you can bring the branded. I'm sorry, the Invoke, the Shaddoll, some of them are machine, and then you can bring another engine like a dragon type, um, and then after that, whatever Eldritch is, I don't remember what Eldritch is, but they have 3 different engines, and you have 3 to 4 different types of monsters on the field. So you have a Omni Negate, you got a bunch of stuff going on. For a spellcaster, you can have, instead of the Dogmatic engine, you can have Dragoon. Uh, and in my deck, if you notice the sequence that I play Dragoon. I don't want to reveal like my whole deck, but it does have 4 different engines, and basically the most powerful monsters are on board when I have. There can only be one, so all you could do is bring one guy out, and he's going through like 5 Omni Negates. There's no way you're gonna win. Even if I went against that, I can't win. It's impossible. 5 negations to one monster, and your monster doesn't even do anything to stop him. Like, it's too much power, bro. So that's something that you want to get. Easy card. It outs all the Drytron. As soon as you play the card, they're gone. They die. You don't even need to play the rest of your deck. Kills Flunderies, kills all the decks. I don't know any deck that it won't kill. Obviously, my deck is a 40 card deck, so it has a lot more cards other than that. So I just bombard people. They don't know what to do. They just surrender or lose connection immediately. It becomes boring. Every deck that everyone's afraid of, they become boring. You just get tired of beating them. Um, Now, honorable mentions that I have brought on the channel that have made me a lot of profit. There's a lot of versions of The Apprentice. You also have the Japanese, Korean. Those were given in the free decks. Then you also have the English prints, the LEDD, LED6, Jump. I don't know what other ones there are. I got a lot of these cards for probably $2 to $3 per card. And then the LED6 and all that, the first edition, they were like $4. So these cards increased, all of them. Like, I bought 3, 4 playsets. They all increased to like one card to $12 to $15. So you can imagine doing the calculator. And I sold all the sets. I just kept 2 sets for 2 of my main decks. Not the ones that I sell, but my personal decks. The Japanese and all that, I put it into decks that I sell, but not the English. I kept those for myself. Believe me, man, from those $9 that it cost me to get them, do it on a calculator. If they're $15 a card, you figure it out. Then these, I bought both of the versions, the ultra rares and the secrets. And when they both came out, they were at the same price, $30 to $35. And I bought 2 places of the ultra, 2 places of the secrets. And then, if you know anything about ultras, they skyrocketed. They were 150 per card. So I sold one of the playsets. Then I sold one of the ones for these. And then I think I ended up buying another playset of this for 30. And I have 2 playsets of this and 1 or 2 playsets of the ultra. And that's besides all the playsets I already sold. So do it in a calculator as well. If I pay 30 for each one, that's 90. But I resold them again for like 130 to 150 per card. Do the math, you figure it out. So it gives you all your money back. You spend 0 and you have way money to spend, like out of nowhere. Another card that was an honorable mention on my channel that people didn't want to listen to was Prime Minister Anaconda. They started at $20. I bought 6 of them. Then I sold them all when they reached $75. That's right, you guys. The card reached $75 at a point, and I sold all the copies. I kept 1. Then I bought the reprint, the El Dorado, I think, the golden one. And those were for $20 too. So they're starting to go up again. This card might be banned. That's why I gave you suggestions of what cards to play. Don't be like people that don't know what they're doing, that they're afraid of Rev and Anaconda. Oh, Dark Magician's gonna die. They don't know how to play Dark Magician. They don't know what they're talking about. You don't need these cards. They're just there to facilitate Dragoon, but there's many ways to bring them out. So yeah, I made a lot with that. The other one was Dragon Knight. If you know anything about my channel, someone gave